Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 8 to What If Saibamen Turn Good. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick main channel, this channel, and all other channels promoting Omniverse of Nick content, along with checking out Omni Shorts, Discord, and everything story updates and posts that you have not already. With all that said, let's begin. So, we open off where we ended off last time. The legendary Super Saibaman is so much closer to Namek than our trained, mega strong warriors are. And Frieza and his forces are already there, so they're about to have a rude awakening. On Namek, the destruction of the Namekians has already happened, and Frieza and his forces have dominated in their search for the Dragon Balls. Just then, Frieza, Queez, Zarbons, Dodorias, every Frieza Force member's scouters go off. I say Queez, but you get the reference for scouters breaking off. Queez obviously dead, but scouters breaking off. I had to use him the pick too. It's just a reference that massive amount of scouters are being broken. Dodoria and Zarbon and all the Frieza forces are like, what? Frieza tells them, forces, this matter need not concern you. Continue your search for the Dragon Balls. And do not dare question my orders. I have something that I need to deal with. And he thinks back to a long, long time ago and how dangerous this foe that he just detected on the scouter really is. It was a long time ago, the age of when the Saiyans were still around, and Frieza was just getting into his role. Frieza had just been born and trained to rule the Empire in King Cold's stead. King Cold announces his retirement and gives Frieza the Empire, and he forces the Saiyans to make more Saibamen and gear in that kind of army for them than they ever have. Saibamen seeds are revolutionized more than they ever were before. So much so that a separate top secret Frieza Force Saibamen lab was created. Seeds, just genetic makeup of the Saibamen, everything was done 300 times better without the Saiyans even knowing about it. So much so that Frieza and King Cold decided on something else. They decided on the most top secret project of them all. A legendary Super Saibaman. A Saibaman that would surpass all the others and maybe even Frieza's gateway to exterminating the Saiyans, if need be. Little does he know, Beerus would ask him to do it anyway, and his fear of the Super Saiyan. But something goes terribly wrong. The legendary Super Saibaman's genetic makeup, design, and being are out of control, erratic, and uncontrollable. It breaks out of its containment unit. Frieza withstands the blast, transforming into his second form, but King Cold, caught off guard, is fatally injured. And out of the smoke and the green aura and the menacing figure of this new being, it lunges at King Cold and grabs him in a chokehold, menacingly, and it towers over him, holstering King Cold upwards like he's nothing. Frieza completes his second form transformation and uses a Death Storm, which completely overtakes the legendary Super Saibaman and lunges it back. But it launches an I-beam, a gigantic I-beam at him. Frieza delivers a massive full power punishing blaster, and King Cold a full power death beam, and into the same containment unit and place where the legendary Super Saibaman was made, they make sure to shut, bolt, lock, and completely contain the legendary Super Saibaman in there. No matter if it's injured or not, the fact that it's injured means that it is even more likely that it will not break out as long as it is behind this door. It is passcoded off, shut, locked, bolted, and every other word that you can think of that means that it will not escape. And Kui and Vegeta unleashed it and unlocked it in Kui's excursion of trying to stop Vegeta in present day. But still in the flashback, King Cold's injuries were too fatal, and he was put in healing for all of this time, and Frieza has remained the sole proprietor of not only the Frieza Force, which was already given to him, but making sure that his father would heal. And since King Cold never appeared beforehand of his original death in canon, it doesn't really make any difference to the story since the Empire was already given to him. But now in present day again, Frieza knows that if this threat has been unleashed, no matter the reason, only he can take care of it. Because it almost killed his father and it forced him into his second form. So, if it's back, only he can deal with it. And he's going to do what he should have done the second that he decided that it was a good idea to create it. He is going to destroy it once and for all. And he yells at his men to continue the search for the Dragon Balls, as he himself prepares to expunge the threat of the legendary Super Saibamen personally. But can he do it? And even if he does, what about when the Z Warriors get there and the threat that for the legendary Super Saibamen ends up being Frieza and either being harder or so much easier? Find out next time.